I saw this on Twitter. It's fantastic. It's like every meme everyone could ever make about revisionism, all packed into one convo. So Jackson Hinkle, who I think has been banned off basically like everything, went on OAN to explain MAGA communism. And for those of you who are confused as to what MAGA communism could possibly mean, it basically means like basically you sit in a room and you're a white nationalist and you explain how actually communism is when America is great. That like that's it. Like that's literally it. You know. Anyway, just
most recently with the trending, a lot of
wait. What's with the
at the end of the
Oh,
day.
there we go. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I came across you most recently with the trending hashtag MAGA communism. Now, a lot of people are going to hear that hashtag MAGA communism and be a little bit confused. So I'm going to let you explain what that means, because I don't think you're a communist, Jackson.
That's true.
Well, I actually am a communist, but at the end of the day, communists
They're both like 5. What's going on here?
have a lot of the same goals as working class Americans made up in the MAGA movement. We want more
MAGA.
prosperity for average Americans. We want to end big tech. We want to end big agriculture, big pharma. We want to stop the monopolies and the subsidization of monopolies all across America. And we want to reinstill patriotic education in this country. We don't want open borders. We don't want, a green fascist push amongst our people. These aren't things that we support because we are average Americans as well. And the synthetic leftists
So
today.
it's literally just like real communism actually is when you build death camps. Real communism is when you get trans people out of schools. Like again, like it's very transparent. I hate him so much. You can't hate him that much because like it's too dumb to take seriously, right? I mean, the opening, like this is OAN, so everyone here is a fascist, right? The other guy is like, I don't think you're a communist, and because like the fascist movement in America doesn't need to be sold fascism under the guise of socialism. That's what Hitler did. Hitler tried to buy over the working class Germans with essentially like promises of socialist reform, but we're not in that stage of history right now, like Donald Trump doesn't have to bring over his people by saying like, actually I will bring workers reform and socialism to. So this is an entirely vestigial grift, basically. That's just kind of funny to play it out.
The Democratic Party and the so-called progressives, they're far close, though they might call themselves socialists, they're far closer aligned with, the quote-unquote national socialists in Nazi Germany than any sort of, socialism that we see unfolding of true industrialism.
This is what I mean by vestigial grift, because a lot of the people who watch OAN would not appreciate Adolf Hitler being compared to socialists. You know what I mean? Like the other guy, the host of the OAN program or whatever, is like, wait, modern day progressive Democrats are like the National Socialists? Oh, maybe I haven't been giving them a fair shake.
In, say, China today or the Soviet Union. And though, average Americans can have many disputes and concerns over the Soviet Union or China today, we have to recognize that these are two countries that chose industrialization over the World Economic Forum path today that's pushing depopulation.
Well, like, listen to these talking points. The idea like, yes, the Soviet Union, by industrializing in 1922, rejected the 2021 World Economic Forum depopulation like this is literally like throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's like dog whistling, but it's completely retarded dog whistling, right? It's like a pitch of whistle that can only be heard by brain damaged corgis, basically you go to like the puppy dog help home and you blow the whistle and like 5 just take off like a torpedo and ram a nearby wall at like maximum velocity.
And degrowth. So we as communists want to unite with MAGA voters and finish the job of Donald Trump.
Also, why is he saying MAGA? What is that? MAGA. Everyone says MAGA. I mispronounce everything, and even I say MAGA.
Which is, uprooting liberalism from America and getting the globalists out of the MAGA movement. Because there's so many globalists that are trying to co-opt the MAGA movement and bring about neoconservatism in the MAGA movement. We need to do away with that. We need to do away with people like John Bolton and Mike Pompeo and make sure that this is truly a working class movement.
You know, I came.
Oh, fuck, wait. The clip that I saw ended with him blaming this on George Soros, saying that George Soros had corrupted the definition of communism. He went full Nazi at the end. Damn. Well, it happened somewhere. I don't care enough to go find it. It's Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa. Phenomenal stuff here. Hinkle's kind of a charisma black hole, isn't he? I feel like you could be a lot more bombastic here. I don't know. I'm getting more charisma off of this guy's, like, blue steel face than Hinkle's soy face over here. Man, he really is blue stealing, though, isn't he? Holy shit. Zoolander, eat your heart out. You know, you know what I mean, right? You're seeing what I'm seeing, right? He's got, like, the look. Like, he's doing the thing, you know? Great stuff. I gotta get on OAN. I gotta dice them up. They would never let me on. No shot. OAN is not a platform that encourages competing points of view. I think the Soros bit might have been when he went on Tucker Carlson's show. No, I think he did it here. I could be mixing it up. Maybe. Hey, Horseman. Hinkle running for city council a few years ago, different vibes. Oh, literally 1 year ago, back when he was like a force the vote Jimmy Dore leftist. He was screaming that like Biden didn't even care about implementing the Green New Deal, and now he calls it green fascism. Like he doesn't actually have any beliefs at all. He's literally admitted it on a live stream that he doesn't have any beliefs and everything he does is for clout. He said it like flat up, not in a joke. He has said that. So there's no, like, you never need to really speculate on his intentions. There's just more money to be had in pandering to the right than to the left. That's always going to be the case. Because if you pander to the right and you're even remotely competent at holding an audience, some shadowy fuck who represents an oil billionaire is going to email you and ask if you want to be part of a show or if you want to be sponsored by a program or if you want to, something like that, you know? That does not happen on the left. That's real, by the way. If you're right-leaning and you're like even a little bit prominent, you will get scooped up by one of an innumerable collection of, consent manufacturing media blocks that are maintained through dark money pulled from, like the Koch brothers or whatever, you know, like some ultra-wealthy dipshits. Yes, the classic. This is from 2019. I already had my channel back when this happened. Was Hinkle the guy whose family denounced him, or was that Haas? Oh, I don't know. I know Elijah Schaffer, the Nazi who worked at Blaze TV, got fired earlier today, apparently for, like, sexual harassment or something? That's funny. Oh, was Hinkle the person denounced by their family? Wait, what did Hinkle's family say? Oh, that's right. It was when Hinkle was on Twitter, and he was like, you know, he was like complaining about his parents stifling his political expression or something, and then his dad came in and ratioed the fuck out of him by saying, like, you can do whatever you want. Why are you whining? Or something like that. It was pretty funny.
Jackson Hinkle. My name is Jackson Hinkle. This November 5th, I'm running in the San Clemente City Council special election. As the only candidate in this election who was born and raised in San Clemente and graduated from local schools, I hold a deep understanding of what it takes to preserve and protect our Spanish village by the sea. In my work as a public advocate, I have represented our community on a national level, briefing the United States Congress on the nuclear waste emergency at San Onofre. I also served as a lead organizer in the 2017 No Toll.
The interesting thing is, you can actually like, everything makes sense if you know what I mean. This Hinkle used to be like a big Hillary Clinton stan, and I think in a way he's basically like the most Hillary Clinton fan. You know what I mean? Because a lot of neoliberals care about power above anything else, right? Like, a lot of neoliberals are basically just Patrick Bateman, where there's just like this empty veneer of humanity painted around the desperate pursuit of power. And you understand, we know this now because of how Hinkle is today. Like, all of this was like the equivalent of the guys who are destined for Yale, like doing all of their extracurriculars at high school while like secretly like keeping a journal on like how they want to rape women or whatever. Like, does that make any sense? Like all of this is like the performance act. It's sort of built around a rotten core. So a lot of people see this stuff and they're like, "Oh, Hinkle used to be so good, then he fell apart." No, he wasn't. This was at the time just the vessel through which he felt he could achieve the greatest amount of power. It's all megalomania, right? Like for at the time, this was his like ticket to prominence. But you can see it here, like he's like 20 or something in these in this campaign reel or something, and I mean, like he's clearly living it up, isn't he? Right? Like it's already
to divide our community.
Sort of a satiation of his do you understand what I'm getting at? You know what I mean? I guess what I'm saying is that he hasn't actually changed. Version of the interview where he blames Soros and dog whistles 14 words. What is this? It's not loading. I'm blocked by another person on Twitter. Oh, yeah, this is the OAN thing.
On the program, welcome to with the whole point, you're going to own nothing and be happy. That is.
Oh, yeah, here.
That is worth living in. And the only way we can do that is by combating these major institutions rather than major monopolies who are stealing our, wealth from us. Unite with MAGA voters on.
So Jackson, I think the point that I disagree with here is, with the whole point, you're going to own nothing and be happy. That is the globalist goal. That also does fall under the umbrella of communism when you trade.
It's incredible how this OAN host actually is more honest and has a better understanding of communism. You know what, man? I don't think communism is when you will own nothing and be happy, but that's closer to communism than whatever Hinkle's trying to sell it as. Sure, you know what? You are closer to understanding communism.
Trace it throughout its history.
Communists today in America don't support the eradication of, say, private property or anything.
Like I've said, right? Like obviously he doesn't believe anything he's saying. It's just like a desperate grift to try to appeal to the right after he's lost his channel. He's trying to he's moving further to the right now that he's lost his channel because he's trying to get picked up by some kind of like adjacent like right program so that he can share a studio with like 3 other Nazis and explain how actually Marx would have wanted us to like build death camps for trans people or something. Oh wait, don't forget the end.
Private property or anything like that.
No, this doesn't say the Soros line. I was going to say it right after. Whatever, I don't care. Okay,